大家好，欢迎来到我的频道。Today, I'm gonna teach you how to speak Chinese for absolute beginners. Remember that we are going to learn how to write and read in the next class. For now, let's just focus on how to start a conversation with your Chinese friends. I'll give you 3 rules. The first one is you have to relax. The second one is that you have to repeat out loud all the words in order to improve your pronunciation. And the third one is you have to answer my questions. And now, without further ado, let's start. How do you say English in Chinese? 英文 英文 Repeat after me. 英文英文 Now, how to say I can? I am able to. Whenever you want to express that you know how to do something, you can say 我会我会 Repeat after me. 我 Third tone 我 And now fourth tone 会 Okay? And by the way, guys, if you already know a bunch of words in Chinese, but you don't know how to put them together and start speaking Chinese, you can check out my ebook. I created this ebook with 100 Chinese phrases for beginners. These phrases, you can use them daily with your Chinese friends and you can start speaking Chinese right away. So check it out. I will leave you the link in the description. So, 我会 means I can. How do you say to speak in Chinese? 说 first tone. 说 Repeat after me. 说 That's perfect. Okay. Now, do you remember how to say English in Chinese? I just told you before. I will give you 3 seconds. Okay. Yes, it's 英文英文英文 Now, how do you say I can? Do you remember that? I can is 我会 Alright, now let's see how to say I can speak English in Chinese. 我会说英文我会说英文我会说英文 Amazing! Now let's learn how to say Chinese in Chinese. 中文 As you can see, the second character is the same as the one in 英文中文 Alright, do you remember how to say I can speak? Let's see it. I can speak is 我会说我会说 What if I want to say I can speak Chinese? 我会说中文 Right? 中文 Alright, now let's learn how to say and in Chinese. And in Chinese is 和 second tone, okay? So if I want to say Chinese and English, how do I say that? 中文和英文中文和英文 Amazing! Now let's learn to say I can speak Chinese and English. How do you say that? 我会说中文和英文我会说中文和英文 Now, how do I turn an affirmative sentence, a statement, into a question? How do you ask questions in Chinese? You just need to add the particle ma. It's not always like this, but for this case, it's gonna be like this. So if you want to ask, can you speak English? Can you speak English? You are going to ask, first of all, let's break it down. How do you say you in Chinese? 你 Perfect. How do you say can? It's gonna be 会, right? 会. So before we have seen 我会, which means I can. And you can, it's 你会. How do you say I can? 我会. How do you say you can? 3 seconds. 你会. That's right. Perfect. So, how do you say you can speak? 你会说. Do you remember? The word to speak is 说, first tone. 你会说. Alright. Do you remember how to say English in Chinese? 英文. 英文. Okay? And as I was telling you before, if you want to ask a question, you just have to add the particle 吗. Okay? So you're going to ask, 你会说英文吗? This is a question. This means, can you speak English? 你会说英文吗? 你会说英文吗? And now let's answer to this question. If the person can speak English, they will tell you, I can. So, how do you say I can in Chinese? Let's see. Let's see if you remember. 1, 2, 3. 我会. So, if somebody asks you, 你会说英文吗? You can say, 我会. Or you can also say, 我会说. Alright, how do you say I cannot? I cannot speak English. How do you say that? First, let's understand how do you say no, not in Chinese. No, not in Chinese. It's gonna be 不. Okay? Now, if I can is 我会. I cannot is gonna be 我不会. 我不会. 你会吗? 我不会. Alright, what if somebody is asking, can you speak Chinese? How are they going to ask you this question? It's very similar to the one that I told you before. So, they're going to say, you. How do you say you in Chinese? Let's see if you remember. I will give you 3 seconds. 你. Okay. And now, how do you say can? 会, right? 你会, right? How do you say to speak in Chinese? 说. So they are going to say 你会说中文吗? 你会说中文吗? Ma is the particle to turn a normal sentence into a question, right? 你会说中文吗? 你会不会说中文? Now, what if you can speak Chinese, but not a lot? You can say, I can speak a little bit, right? So how do you say that? 我, which means I. How do you say can? 会. Perfect. And then to speak is 说. 我会说. And a little bit, a tiny bit is 一点点. 一点点. 我会说一点点, 一丢丢, it's also possible. 我会说一点点. And if you want to keep learning Chinese, you have to watch this video here, and I will keep you teaching over there. Bye bye!